Oh my goodness, what a beautiful day. When I left my house in North Van, it was kind of like this, not raining, and then I drove through like a rain cloud. I was like, oh shit, this is not good. And then the route circled back away from the rain cloud, and I was able to get a little bit more clear sky. It's actually quite beautiful over here. So longtime followers of the channel will know that I am located at Sassmat Lake. And hang on, let me put my thing down here. So on the other side, like right over there, is White Pine Beach. That's where our last cleanup is with Ocean Sports, Clayton Aquatic Monkey and all that. And so we cleaned like way over there. One time I actually launched from that beach, the one that you see right in front of you, and I scootered all the way over here and then went back under the dock, or not under the dock, under the water, all the way back towards the beach, and it picked up a ton of stuff. But it was pretty deep, and it was a long, really long way to go. So there's lots of trash there. Anyway, I'm going to go underneath the dock and see what I can find. I got Gordon from Hike and RV coming to help me with lifting the trash out of the water. That's the only awkward part about diving off of this dock, is that me getting solo, me getting out of the water and trying to lift the trash out on my own is kind of a pain in the butt. So Gordon has, I convinced him to come out. Thanks, Gordon. I convinced Gordon to come out and help me. So anyway, water level is super high, so I expect this to be a slightly deeper dive than it has been in the past. The shallowest that I've ever been here is 45 feet of water, but I expect this to be about 55 feet of water today. All right, see you guys in the water. So I don't think I've been to this dive site, this particular area of the lake, for about a year and a half. It's been a little while. Wasn't really sure about what I was going to run into, but super happy to be there anyway. I love dropping down these no reference line descents into deeper water. Not really sure what I'm going to see, and of course I just landed on a big pile of trash. The visibility was actually really, really good. So clear that later on I ended up just leaving my trash bag in a central place, and I just picked up trash all the way around it and then kept on bringing it back, sort of going back to home base, as it were. 41 feet of water. Yeah, the water was definitely a lot shallower than I expected. Definitely lots of trash. There's my first phone find of the day. Thought that was kind of cool. I know it looks a little dark here, but the visibility was actually really, really good. I was quite pleased with the visibility there. There was a couple of dark moments in the water, which I assumed that meant the blue sky kind of was covered by some gray clouds. Therefore, my visibility kind of goes a little bit. Drone find, was not expecting to run into that. That was super cool. Stick around a little bit because later on I'm going to have a little drone footage for you guys. That the drone footage at the beginning of the video, that's actually the footage from this drone. I didn't actually buy a drone for myself. It's a pair of earpods, and finding some paddles and chairs and so on. And then what I decided, once I started getting these sort of larger, bulkier items, because I knew I had Gordon with me on the surface, you can see by my computer there that I'm ascending. I'm actually going to blow right past my safety stop because I'm not going to be at the surface for very long. I knew that Gordon's at the top, so I just surfaced, handed off the bulky items to him so I didn't have to deal with it. And knowing that this is actually only a few minutes into my dive, that it's relatively safe to just ascend without doing a safety stop, because I'm just going to drop right back down. So a very, very quick handoff, 15 minutes into my dive, and you can see that little orange warning light that I skipped my safety stop, which is totally fine. Being at 41 feet for 15 minutes, it's not a big deal. All right, phone find number 2. I actually can't tell what I have in my right hand there. I don't remember it at the garbage pile at the surface there, but anyway. This is the part where it got a little darker, so I had to bring out my dive light. And that's just me leaving my trash collection bag at a central place and then swimming around with good enough visibility so I can actually see the bag from a long way off. And then I also kind of can tell where I've been. It's so funny when I'm trying to get back to the bag, but I keep seeing trash, and I don't want to leave it behind, so I kind of juggle my way back to the bag and do a little I gotta imagine this is what astronauts do when they're in space. When they got their hands full, they can just toss everything in the air and then just move forward. Everything just kind of drifts around. I just thought that was kind of funny. This little bracelet, I was fascinated with it underwater because it was so shiny that I thought it was diamonds. As it turned out, this is, if I'm pronouncing this correctly, a Swarovski bracelet. It's actually quite expensive, actually. I think it's like $245 US for this thing. It's quite cute. I still have it, actually. It wasn't damaged at all. I still have it. I'm probably just going to give it to my neighbor's kid or something like that. It's a pretty fancy little bracelet. Or maybe I'll give it to my niece. Anyway, picking up more trash here. I may have actually, I can't remember if it's this dive or the next one, but I picked up a couple of AirPods. But definitely lots of vapes and lighters and so on. And basically at the very end there, I grabbed found the open umbrella, and I thought, okay, that's it. I'm pretty much done here. It's only about half hour or so, but that large umbrella, open, and I couldn't close it underwater, so I just thought, you know what, screw it, I'm out of here. So this was kind of a pain here. I had to do my safety stop for sure now because I've been in the water for 30 minutes now, and I had to do a safety stop while holding onto an umbrella. Also, it was a very cold dive, but again, Gordon is there to help me out, so I was able to just hand up the item. You can sort of visualize it, like if I had to carry this out by myself while climbing out of the ladder with full dive gear, it's actually very difficult. Oh man, that was chilly. Had to come back up and get out of my suit, obviously. I'm so happy Gordon is here. As you can see in the video, what I had to do was, or not what I had to do, but because I had Gordon with me, it was so much easier to come up and hand off the really awkward items to Gordon, and then go back down and continue the rest of my dive. My hand is shaking from the cold, just because I still got to warm up. So happy for the, what do you call it? For the gimbal, because it kind of steadies the shot a little bit. All right, got my scale, got my notebook. Gonna go back down and document everything and show you what I got. Treasure. All right, here we go. Here's all the trash. Something like 38 pounds or something like that. 30 cans. Pause to count if you like. Got some plastic bottles, glass bottles. There's like 12 glass bottles. Whole bunch of vapes. And found a drone. Wasn't looking for that. I can't remember if somebody had asked me to retrieve a drone from this area. Maybe they have. I can't remember. So this is the footage from that drone. This is the last flight that it ever took, which I thought was kind of a funny little thing. Normally, if I want to find the owner of a lost drone, I just send their serial number over to DJI, and then they will contact the owner, and then the owner will contact me, and I'll return the drone to them. However, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to see if social media can do its thing. I'm going to post the guy's photo here in 3 different screenshots, and if you recognize him, or if this is you, contact me and I will return your drone to you. That's the guy in the front there, and here he is again, and then there is a third and final shot. That's the guy on the left. So I get so many requests. 4 phones, those are fun. Oh, I'm standing on top of one of my most hated things to find is an umbrella that was open underwater. They create obviously a tremendous amount of drag when I'm trying to pull it out of the water column. So lawn chair, camping chair, a couple of paddles, a whole bunch of sunglasses, and earbuds. Those are swimming earbuds, I think. Yeah, anyway, fun times. To Gordon for helping out. He's trying to hide from the camera, but I was so grateful for him for being here. As you could tell, I'm probably because when I got these big awkward items, I was like, just hand it up. Here, Gord. so I was happy he was there to help. Without him, it would have been so much more awkward. Any last words there, Mr. Gordon?
No, good job, and it's cold.
Thank you so much, my Patreon supporters, and thanks for Metro Vancouver for helping out with all the trash removal after the dive. And obviously, thanks to my Patreon supporters and thanks to my sponsor, Pacific Pilsner. Check out their products in your local liquor store. They're awesome chilling beers, man. I know it's like winter. It's not really like cold beer time.